since your first time. Open up and let your heart flow. Dare to be different, show 'em how it go. Of course they gon' hate, that's a part of life. But that's when you really know you're doing right. They like to keep it classy, you don't need to fight. Just kidding them with the 16.
Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for what you need to know right now. So if you find that these messages are helpful, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Everything, as you know, is in the description down below. All my contact information, my social medias and all of that is down there. So definitely check that out when you have a chance. So let's get right into your reading, Scorpio. I did pull a crystal healing card for you, and you ended up getting the lapis lazuli, which is number 13 in this deck, which is interesting because 13 in tarot is the death card, right? So, and that's also your energy. So just within the numerology of it all, 13, death and rebirth cycle, transformations. Lapis lazuli specifically, because it's a blue stone, may help with your throat chakra, expressing yourself, being more open, expressing your thoughts, your truth, you know, your feelings, expressing your feelings. Lapis lazuli can also help with finding spiritual enlightenment, opening up your heart and your third eye. It'll help you journey inwards, so that way you can find deeper insights about like certain things that you're going through right now. So there's a spiritual dis-ease that's going on right now. So there's something that is maybe like hindering or hampering your spiritual progression or your spiritual journey, or there's something that like you may need to let go of, right? And kind of assess and attune yourself to that higher frequency. And this stone is also really good for, you know, higher spiritual wisdom as well. So gaining that insight, getting help from your spirit guides, your angels, and all of that, right? And also really helps with strengthening your intuition and getting those intuitive downloads as well. And because it is a blue stone, it also kind of helps calm, you know, your emotions, or like your if you're a little bit overworked or overstimulated, definitely the color blue can help you calm down and ease those worries or those stresses. So let's see, Scorpio, what do you need to know right now? So you have the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry if this is a little bright, but we have the Ten of Pentacles. Heart reward. So some of you could be getting rewarded or awarded something. Do my Scorpios need to know? There's something that you've been achieving here, Scorpio, or trying to achieve, so just know that that's within your grasp right now. Whether it's a job offer or not, like, well, a job offer, because 10 Pentacles can represent like contracts as well too, as well as like inheritance. And Scorpio, you are the sign of other people's money, so you could be inheriting something, inheriting some sort of financial gain, or just some sort of resources that is helpful for you. I always look at Pentacles as something that's it can mean money, but it also like just resources or something that can actually like help you within the 3D world, right? Could also have something to do with family here. Family inheritance, possibly. We have the Temperance. Yeah. So something you've been focusing on. You might have been focusing on your Ten of Pentacles right here, Scorpio. And just know that you having that intentional focus on whatever this Ten of Pentacles is for you, know that it's going to come to fruition for you. You have the Two of Swords. There might need to be some decision making along the way. Yes, you're focused and you're going with the flow, but you also are making decisions in a flow-like state. It's almost like maybe you're not thinking so much about these decisions that you're making right now, as much as you are just kind of like going with it. And that's kind of how I feel about lapis lazuli, right? It's like it helps everything flow. It has like a more like helps everything kind of flow through you, you know, being able to freely express yourself, being able to get like a direct connection from you and the divine and their wisdom. So you're definitely getting some higher wisdom or higher, you're getting direction from a higher source right now. So you're definitely very tapped in. You Empress. Scorpio, no matter how you feel right now, whether you're male or female, know that you're very attractive at the moment. You're attracting a lot of good things to you. For some of you, this might have been something that you've been kind of really been working towards for like a long time, right? For a number of months, because the Empress is pregnant, so it could have been a few months or a long couple of months that you've been like working towards this goal, or really just kind of really just putting your nose to the grindstone, right? And then she has the pomegranate in her hand, so she's very fruitful. Whatever this is that you're focusing on right now, Scorpio, is going to be very fruitful. It's going to be very... It could be very lucrative as well too. Ten of Pentacles can represent like a lucrativeness or lucrative deals or something like that, lucrative contract or whatever. You could just be a very lucrative person to be around or to work with the amount of like maybe knowledge or talents that you have. You're attracting this to you, Scorpio. There is something that you know for a fact that you're attracting, and you can feel it. Lapis lazuli really helped and strengthen your intuition. In Scorpio, you are a very intuitive sign. You definitely pick up the undercurrents of certain energies, right, that aren't necessarily obvious to other people, even in your own situations, where you are maybe interacting with something or someone, and it's just kind of like you just kind of have this innate ability to know exactly what it is to do, where to go, what to say. Almost like you're on autopilot in a sense. Four of Swords. Some of you could be going on a vacation. Some of you may be taking a well-needed rest right now. Maybe mentally resting yourself. Some of you, it's important to take that time out for yourself to just recuperate, because you have been focusing really, really hard on whatever this is. I think you've been focusing hard on becoming this Empress energy, whether you're male or female. You're working to be, some of you are working to become this Empress energy, to feel very powerful, being in your power, being stable, being fruitful, right? And it's important to know to practice healthy habits of like keeping yourself focused, and keeping yourself like having enough energy in your reserves to be able to keep up that focus. So understanding and knowing when to take a break. Because Scorpios are a very energetic sign, believe it or not. Like, they're very intense, and a lot of Scorpios that I personally know, like, they have a lot of energy. Like, they do a lot of like really high octane, very high energy things, whether it's like working out, dancing, doing something that gives them adrenaline, essentially, right? because Scorpios, you are the sign of death, right? So like, you definitely take on things that are very intense, that maybe puts fear and death right into your face, right? Even Scorpio placements, certain Scorpio placements may experience like near death experiences and stuff like that. So you definitely have like that level of being in situations where there's things that are just being in things that are very intense, and also making things intense for yourself. Because if it's not intense and you can't feel it, you don't want it. And trust me, I'm a Scorpio stellium, so I definitely can agree with that. If I can't feel it, I don't want it. Or if I don't feel something from it while doing it, or if it doesn't give me that energy that I'm looking for to feed me, then definitely I don't want it. But it's also know that it's okay to take those more intense energies in doses, right? So you don't have to always be, you don't always have to be taking in so much of that energy, being always just being on like, or things always feeling like they're on 10 for you to be able to enjoy it. Because it's either all or nothing with Scorpio. And most of the time it's all. So but yeah, some of you could be preparing for a family, building your own family here with the Empress and the Four of Swords, because I'm getting like bed rest or like maternity leave. And I did say something about family with the Ten of Pentacles as well. Kind of just like going with the flow, taking your time, building whatever this is, or just enjoying the time that you have while creating this project, this family, this opportunity, whatever it is for you, Scorpio. We have the King of Swords. Some of you, I heard cutting to the chase, so some of you could be cutting to the chase about certain things when it comes to this Ten of Pentacles. Like if this Ten of Pentacles for you is about something career-wise or your job, you're being just very like upfront, very blunt and very direct about it, about like what it is that you need, what it is that you want out of this job, out of this opportunity. You could be very cutthroat almost is what I'm also getting. You could be becoming a little bit more cutthroat with like your approach in certain things, or the way that you communicate. Like I did say, lapis lazuli is out here, and swords are also about communication. So with the King of Swords, you could just be very, I think you're just becoming very direct in your communication. I think that's been a theme for you, is like you becoming more direct, a little bit more like straightforward in how you approach things and how you're saying it. Two of Cups. So there could be, so this gives me like a marrying of energies here. Like I was saying, like for some of you, it's like you're focusing, you're going hard on whatever this is that you're working towards, right? Whether you're working to become this Empress energy, whether you're working to create an opportunity for yourself, or, you know, just to better yourself in general, or just anything that, whatever your Ten of Pentacles is for you, right? And whatever it is that you're really hyper-focused on right now. And not hyper-focused in a bad way, but, like, again, having that balance, right? Marrying those two energies of, like, going hard, you know, the masculine energy, you're actually putting in the work, focusing, going hard on whatever it is that you're working on. And then this feminine energy where it's like, okay, now it's time to just kind of like sit back, receive, regenerate my energy. Two of Cups is underneath the Temperance card. So I think there is a, this gives me transmutation of energies. It's like you have it's like the two cups are going back and forth, right? You're mixing these energies, or the angels mixing the waters in the Temperance card. Then you have the Two of Cups, where it's like they're joining these two cups together, and then there's these snakes coming out, and they're intermingling, intertwining with each other. So there's like two, so this is almost giving me like you're literally doing alchemy. Some of you are literally alchemizing like your experiences, or alchemizing your life to create an abundance of to create an abundance for you, so whatever that is. For some of you, you need to learn to alchemize your energy, the energies that you come in contact with. So if there's something, right, that there is like Scorpio, intense energies, right? How do you alchemize that intense energy into something? Because how do you alchemize that energy, right, and turn it into something else that to where it there's, and I want to say your last I don't know if it was your reading that I did last, where it was like there's something about synergy. So it's like understanding the balance and the synergy of the energies that you are working with and that you're utilizing. Everything works off of each other, so learning not to put too much energy into one thing to stabilize the other, if that makes sense. So it's like you're going hard working on whatever this is to gain a result or to change the energy or whatever, but it's like, okay, you need a little bit here, you need a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, to be able to maintain and really manifest this opportunity, this 10 of Pentacles for you. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So you've been working and putting in your energy, like I was saying, investing your energy into something, and that's underneath the two of Swords. So I still feel like this is you just like making a decision here. For some of you, you are going with the flow of certain things, and you're just letting the flow of the present moment take you to where you need to go to make those certain decisions. For others of you, there needs to be you need to actually like sit down and make a decision for yourself. Sorry, my phone is ringing. You need to sit down and actually have take the time out to see what's in front of you and actually make a decision. If you've been feeling like you've been overworking yourself, right? Like I was saying, you're overworking yourself, putting your energy too much into like one place. Some of you need to make a conscious effort to shift that and put your energy into something else. So that way this 7 of Pentacles can be able to bloom, or that this situation can be able, or energy or whatever can be able to become this. Sorry, Scorpio, I had to take that phone call. Anyway. Continue on. Ooh, and look what we have. We have the Tower. Your energy, Scorpio. So whatever this has been that you've been working on, that's been taking a little bit of time, Scorpio, it's definitely going to culminate into this Tower moment for you. Once again, I am sorry, Scorpio. I keep getting calls and I'm actually getting annoyed now. So, anyway, I'll try to finish this up. So yeah, so whatever you've been working on, Scorpio, it's definitely going to culminate into this Tower moment here. That you've been waiting for, that you've been focusing on for a long time to make this shift happen for yourself. 7 of Wands. Seven of Wands underneath the 4 of Swords. I feel like you're very protective of your energy right now. I feel like you are focusing on the task at hand, or whatever it is, right? Whatever progression that you're trying to achieve or that you're trying to make. And it's like you're putting in that work, and you're also putting in time for yourself to rest, to recuperate, right? And I think you're kind of like maybe blocking out the world a bit, to where it's like, all right, I don't want, the only distraction I want is my work or my project or my business or whatever, right? And then when I'm not focusing on that, I'm focusing on me and getting myself back to, you know, replenishing my energy. You know, maybe you go hard for a week on your project or something, right? And then the next week it's like, all right, I'm just gonna take it easy. I may not even like put my focus into this project, this situation, this energy, right? You just enjoy yourself for a week, and you go back to to your work, into being in focus mode. I think what sucks about this camera, every time I get like interrupted, I can't just pause it. I have to like stop the video and then start a new one. So I kind of think that's just a little bit frustrating, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, I feel like you're just being very protective of your energy right now, Scorpio. Some of you, I think you're learning to actually, I may have mentioned this before, but it's like if you aren't in that energy of like, you already know how to put yourself into work and take yourself out and like balance, you know, those energies out. Some of you are learning how to do that. And I think what it is that, and maybe you can relate to this, there could be some sort of like, you put yourself into work, right? And you go and you work and you work and you work and you go hard, and then it's like, you know, you may experience burnout, or there's some other things that you need to take care of that takes you away, that takes that energy away from what you could be putting into your efforts, right? And it's almost like it's a test of like your commitment in a sense. And it's like, how committed are you to focusing on this energy while you have other things and other energies pulling on you at the same time? And then knowing when to retreat, knowing when to go into that Four of Swords energy to relax and regain some clarity, regain your energy, take care of your mental health. And it's like you're learning how to do that. And I think that's probably, for some of you, what your Ten of Pentacles is being able to achieve. Because I even look at Ten of Pentacles as like cheap, peace. Look at the Ten of Pentacles as peace and being stable, right? Because you have all these pentacles and, you know, you have an abundance and, you know, you're comfortable essentially. But I also kind of look at it as like peace. Like, what is your Ten of Pentacles? What is your peace? What gives you peace? What, you know, makes you feel the most, what makes you feel the most stable? What makes you feel the most comfortable? But not in a complacent way, right? In a successful kind of way, or whatever success is defined for you. Take that. Ooh. Too many. What's this? We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you could be studying, or studying could be a part of whatever this is that you're working on right now, Scorpio. You could also be finding a value, something valuable within finding what is it? I want to keep saying valuability, but that's not that's not a word. Finding the value in being able to have that time to devote to yourself. And devote to yourself in different ways, right? Devote to your passions and your projects, and devote to your health and your overall just energy and how you are able, and like quality of life, right? Being able to sustain your energy levels, right? Finding the value, or finding a way to, achieving a way that works for you. Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is you being stable and secure, right? Like I was saying, you are finding a way that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel secure. getting into a flow-like state, being able to make decisions and feel comfortable in your decisions, being able to feel comfortable even in how you communicate with yourself, or how you communicate with people around you, how you connect with other people around you possibly. High Priestess. So very intuitive right now, Scorpio. Again, going back to the lapis lazuli, you're gaining higher wisdom. So definitely take the time out. And then even when you take the time out to rest and recuperate, you're always getting insights and downloads. So don't discredit anything or any ideas or any flashes of intuition or images in your mind that you may see, because those, or even your dreams, right? For a sword, you're laying down, you're resting, so even your dreams could hold a lot of insight for you, Scorpio. So definitely take the time out to write those down. Remember, even if you don't remember the whole dream, remember what sticks out to you and write that down. Also, meditate or sleep with lapis lazuli under your pillow, or carry it around with you. It will be very helpful. But yeah, Scorpio, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Let me see. Let me pull one more. Come on. Let me get one more. There we go. Huh. And then that's Seven of Swords. I mean, excuse me, Seven of Cups. So options. Could be confusion, but I don't really get that from it. It's almost kind of like, again, like when I was talking about dreams, I don't know why when I saw this, I just thought of like having dreams, right? Because like you get to see a whole bunch of different things in your dreams, right? And then you have, then all of these things are above the clouds too, so it's almost like being in a floaty, dreamlike state, energy. I think also what it's trying to say is that there's a lot of things that, there's a lot of information that can come from like your meditation and your dreams and what you're getting from the higher realm. So it's like, not pick and choose what to take, you know what I'm saying, to take with you and throw away, but definitely I think there's a lot of different things that you experience, or a lot of different things that you're getting that will eventually make sense, or there are a lot of different things that you're getting to where it's like, okay, just write down all those different things that you're getting, and then just kind of like maybe interpret it, or intuitively just kind of like interpret it and see what that could mean for you. You could be seeing a lot of different objects or a lot of different things in your dreams right now, Scorpio, so definitely take note of that as well. Alright, Scorpio, that's all I have for you. So I hope that was helpful. Please leave me a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already if you found that these messages were helpful. I definitely greatly appreciate everyone who has been supportive over my last recent videos. I definitely appreciate you so much. Yeah, so thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.